Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to be reacting to
all the awful things SM Entertainment did to Red Velvet.
From trendy music to equally unique concepts with every comeback, Red Velvet has undoubtedly secured its place as one of the greatest girl groups of all time. Yet, despite their immense success and talent, fans have repeatedly expressed concern and called attention to the mistreatment these girls have been going through under SM Entertainment. Let's begin with their debut and how SM clearly
everyone got
mishandled the
these
entire
tips. That's so interesting.
Yeah, must have been like their style or something.
From the very start. Red Velvet officially debuted on August 1st, 2014 with their single Happiness, featuring the initial four-member lineup of Irene, Sulgi, Wendy, and Joy. However, their debut was announced only 2 days earlier on July 20th.
Gives a little new jeans, you know, the color schemes.
The 8th, which caught many by surprise. This rushed announcement didn't sit well with fans, especially considering that proper promotions for a debut usually involve months of anticipation, teasers, and build-up. Furthermore, in their debut music video for Happiness, netizens discovered controversial imagery referencing past tragic events in the US and Hiroshima. SM Entertainment quickly issued a statement claiming the inclusion was unintentional and
I think we saw this in one of the videos where it is like the most
controversial
music videos.
They uploaded the edited video, losing 2 million views in the process. Fans were already disappointed by the lack of preparation and the sudden nature of the reveal, and Red Velvet hadn't even debuted completely yet. Before their debut, Red Velvet was hit with yet another controversy. This time, it revolved around their group name, which became a point of trouble because another indie band had already been using the name Red Velvet before SM's formation of the girl group. This indie band has been active since 2013 and released a digital single that appeared on various search engines and music websites. They were also actively
59 monthly listeners, really?
Working to build recognition, performing live, especially in Hongdae.
That's family and friends listening to them.
The problems arose when a member of the indie
I get it.
group took to an online community to voice concerns, explaining that SM's decision to adopt the same name could create difficulties for their relatively unknown group in continuing their promotions. The members shared that they had grown attached to the name and wished to continue using it in their future endeavors. While the indie band had not registered a trademark for the name, it was generally regarded as a courtesy in the music industry to avoid using the same name, particularly when another group had already been established under it. As a result, SM faced backlash from not only netizens who sympathized with the indie band's situation, but also pre-debut Red Velvet fans who criticized them for not discussing with the band beforehand. In response to the criticism, SM later
I'm impressed. I would think they would have bullied the indie brands to change your name.
No.
There can only be one Red Velvet, and it ain't you. Boo.
No, whoever uses it first has the rights to it.
Yeah.
You don't have to register a trademark. You just have to show the earliest date of usage. Doesn't even have to, at least here in the States, you don't have to register. If you can show you used it for business purposes earlier than the other group, it's yours.
Apologized in a meeting with the indie group, clarifying that they had no legal right to prevent the band from continuing to use the name Red Velvet, and that's how the girl group got to keep the name. Moving forward, Red Velvet not only delivered an outstanding debut, but also managed to achieve success quickly. However, this success was soon overshadowed by a wave of hate directed at Yeri, the 5th member, who was introduced later in March 2015 following the release of their first extended play, Ice Cream Cake, which went on to become a chart-topping
She's a perfect fit, because I felt like they needed one more.
Success. This abrupt change in lineup further raised questions about SM's planning and management of the group. Born in 1999, Yeri is the youngest member of Red Velvet, and when she first debuted, she faced harsh criticism for being seen as out of place compared to the other members.
Really?
Netizens developed a strong prejudice against her, calling her less attractive and less talented in areas like singing, dancing, rapping, and visuals, at least compared to the other members. One fan pointed out that in the past, Red Velvet was widely recognized as a rookie group with a rare ability to perform live vocals exceptionally well. However, this reputation seems to have been overshadowed by the addition of the new maknae, Yeri. The netizen continued, according to her, she trained for 5 years. However, I even find it hard to listen to the few seconds she sings. Despite Yeri excelling on variety...
what's interesting is that introduction of her kind of moves who's the maknae now, who was the maknae before.
Oh, right,
so I wonder how that dynamic was a little bit, because you know, you like when you're the youngest, you get the special cute treatment, but now when you're no longer the youngest and you see your replacement, you're like
shows with her sharp wit and humor, she was labeled as disrespectful and abrasive by netizens. The criticism intensified when rumors spread that she came from a wealthy family, with allegations that her parents were shareholders in SM Entertainment. Throughout her career, Yeri has also been denied the same opportunities given to the other members of Red Velvet. She has openly shared how the constant hate made her afraid of cameras, a feeling she developed while still underage. Yeri has composed and written lyrics for Red Velvet, but SM's strict control over what music their artists can release has prevented her from sharing her work. On top of all of this, Yeri endured one of of the most intense hate campaigns in K-pop history, being criticized for virtually everything she did, from not smiling enough to crying at a funeral. But SM's failure to protect and support her during these times is a glaring example of how the company neglected her well-being and potential time and time again. Another point of contention was that K-pop groups from the big...
I mean, to be fair, it's not much they could have done. What can they do? I mean, come out with a statement, say something, but aside from that, if people want to criticize her, like, what exactly is this? Like, I don't know.
I think kind of embrace her a little bit more. I think they just said, here we have a fifth member with no, like, kind of rollout. But it seems like they kind of suck at a rollout.
Yeah, I don't know what they could make a statement. Oh, she's a fifth member.
Yeah, like a cute commercial, like, guess who's being added, a new addition to the family, to show that they received her and everyone's okay with that, so therefore you can receive her and be happy with her too. They could have had a better rollout, not gonna lie.
Three companies typically don't add new members after their debut. This was often viewed as something done by smaller or less established companies, where the odds of success are lower and the likelihood of member changes is higher. Furthermore, before
we see that's not gonna stop the success, because we see like with Baby Monster, everyone's like wondering if I'm gonna be part of the group, but we kind of had a little message from YG.
No, but Ahyun was always gonna be part of the group. This girl just randomly appeared. That's the difference. That's interesting, but.
They should have introed her better.
SM had faced challenges when adding new members to other groups, such as Super Junior. Hyun, who joined Super Junior later, revealed that the other members were initially standoffish towards him until the group secured their first win. This situation particularly highlighted how the company failed to learn from its past mistakes, allowing Yeri to become the target of blatant hate once again. In 2018, Red Velvet made history as the first K-pop girl group to perform in North Korea, Pyongyang, as part of a historic concert with other South Korean artists. However, SM once again mishandled the situation, leading to a major
controversy. Is Red Velvet before Blackpink? Or okay. So it's not like they were trying to model it off of someone else's success as a 4-girl group.
No.
Because I would get it if there was a Blackpink before, and then they're like, wait, a success of a 4-girl group, I think that's what we should do. And then you're introducing a 5th member. I could see that, but...
Just a day before the performance, it was revealed that Joy would not be joining the group. A media outlet reported that the South Korean government was unaware of Joy's absence and that the company had only disclosed this information to the press the day before departure. The situation worsened when it was revealed that Joy had attended a Red Velvet concert in Japan and was scheduled to perform at the SM Town concert in Dubai later that same month after adjusting her drama schedule. Ultimately, Joy was unable to attend the SM Town concert in Dubai due to her drama commitments. According to event affiliates, SM had informed the government during discussions that Joy might not be able to participate in the Pyongyang performance and had received approval to send Red Velvet as a 4-member group. Despite this, both Joy and the rest of Red Velvet had to endure unnecessary difficulties because of SM's poor management and lack of proper communication. Over the years, aside from the miscommunication and mismanagement problems, one of the central points of frustration for Red Velvet's fans has been the group's lack of full albums. Despite being recognized as one of the most vocally talented
Honestly, I would like to make a comment. I feel like that's a common issue in most companies, is communication. Easy to have that as a problem, and I think that's like
honestly
a learning curve.
Whatever I'm seeing here, it is not SM, it's K-pop industry, because I feel like there's complaints about a group in any label of the big labels.
I want to see a perfect label.
Yeah, like with JYP it was GOT7, with Hybe it was Fromis9. Or like, I don't know, it's just like
it's like these at the end of the day are people. And I cannot expect a person to be perfect.
I think that's just how Korean society is. I feel like the communication is not the best.
Yeah.
Red Velvet has only released 4 full albums despite being a group for over 10 years. The long gaps between comebacks have further fueled fan...
10 years?
4 albums in 10 years is not that bad. 4 full albums. Like,
that's normal here.
In the Western standards, that's very acceptable.
But I guess it's different in Korea.
They also have mini albums too in between. So that's like 4 albums plus 4 mini albums.
We have artists here who is living off of 1 album.
Yeah, this is not bad at all.
Yeah.
And frustration, and last year, angry Red Velvet fans even organized a protest by sending trucks to SM Entertainment. Fans have...
I feel K-pop empowers the fans too much. Honestly, the fans send fucking trucks,
and they will not be satisfied because now what? What if you overwork the artist?
Yeah, just ignore the fans. Fuck them.
Consistently express their
I think
disappointment
they
with
have
the
to
group's
say, the
inconsistent
star
and delayed
themselves have
comebacks.
to say maybe they want to do more, and it'd be different if the label says no, you can't do more. If the artist wants to do more, that's a different story.
But the thing is, we don't know if the artist wants to do more. The fans assuming the artist wants to do more, but we don't know that. because the artist is not going to come out and say, I want to do no more, but label is holding me back. They ain't going to do that. So it's all assumptions at this point.
Schedules. For example, the release of Monster by Irene and Sulgi, which was originally scheduled for June 15th, 2020, was delayed by over a month, with the official release finally taking place on July 6th. The delay was so last minute that Irene and Sulgi were already live during a countdown when the announcement came that the MV would be postponed. They only found out when the video failed to go live at the scheduled time. The issues with scheduling have also impacted other releases when the Velvet album, which was supposed to drop on March 16th, 2016, was postponed by a day just an hour before its release. SM Entertainment explained that the delay was made to ensure the album and music video would meet higher quality standards. These delays and last-minute changes clearly contributed to a growing frustration among fans, who feel that Red Velvet's potential is not being fully realized due to inconsistent management. And
I can see their perspective.
Yeah, but so which label is going to fully realize their perspective? Because every label is going to do this, has the same bullshit. It is what it is.
Despite their long career, Red Velvet has also not fully embraced the promotional content typical for artists today, and this is largely SM's fault. While the company is aware of the effectiveness of such strategies, it seems that Red Velvet is constantly ignored in taking full advantage of them. Their YouTube content is another area where SM has failed to capitalize. Even though Red Velvet was the first SM artist to surpass 1 billion views on their channel, the group has very little content. For fans, it's frustrating to see SM not fully push Red Velvet's global potential, especially considering their immense talent. SM's consistent failure to restock Red Velvet's albums is another significant issue. A low point occurred when the SM store told a fan they had no plans to restock the Reva Festival finale album. Similarly, after Queendom was released, the album sold out almost immediately, frustrating many fans. Fans often receive links to other SM artist products when inquiring about restocks, pointing to the company's poor management. Pre-orders for albums also sold out in less than an hour.
I wonder why they're not restocking, because they must not be making money off them then. Because if there was money to be made, they would definitely restock. There must be something.
Or maybe I think more is about the process. Maybe they're diverting the what they can do with Red Velvet to one of their guy groups and pumping to have focus.
Why though? But if Red Velvet is this sales, I don't know. I don't understand.
Because you said we saw that best selling are the boy groups.
Yes. So
if a label has X many boy groups and X many girl groups, they're not gonna divert their team to focus on girl groups if they can sell a lot of more.
I see what you're saying. I don't disagree with you. You have a point. I didn't think about that, but I still think if it sells out and fans are asking, you should restock at least 100 units. See if that 100 sells out another 100. I'm not saying restock the double.
The difference between the guys and the girls, maybe.
I don't understand why you would not restock something that's sold out and that's fans. Like if there's like back orders, why you wouldn't fill? Just allow the back orders and fill the back. I don't know.
They don't have a big enough team to fill it. Maybe they have enough people to fill those.
The biggest fucking label in K-pop don't have it.
I don't know.
With album details frequently released just days before the official release, these delays in shipping and planning directly impacted Red Velvet's performances on music shows. And all of this comes down to SM's lack of proper management and support for the group. From scheduling problems to members being neglected and fans left waiting for updates, unfortunately,
to be on. Go ahead, you want to say?
Because I remember when we were looking at a list of who's on the roster for SM Town, they have a lot.
They do. They're the biggest label. Yeah.
And I was making a comment, why they have so many? You know, maybe if they focus on, because it seems like their focus starts to shift, especially if there's a new.
But we talked about it. It makes sense. The group has to carry themselves a little bit.
So what's going on here? I don't know.
I honestly wonder if there is a group where a group and a label where a fan feels like, okay, this label is treating the group right. I wonder if there is one. Because I feel like with every group there's something the label does wrong.
2025, nothing has improved. Just days before the event itself on January 6th, SM released the news that Wendy would not be attending the highly anticipated SM Town.
I guess maybe with Hybe and BTS, but even with Hybe and BTS, fans are complaining, Hybe is taking down V's fan cams. They're not promoting V.
By 2025 in Seoul due to personal reasons. However, she took to Bubble to address the situation, expressing her disappointment over the timing of the announcement. According to Wendy, she had informed the company about her decision to sit out the event over a month ago. She shared her confusion and frustration, stating that she did not understand why the news was only being shared with fans just days before the event. Wendy also took the opportunity to apologize to her fans for her absence, expressing regret for any disappointment it may cause. The delayed communication left many fans feeling upset and saddened, especially as they were only informed so close to the the event. Fans voiced their sympathy for Wendy while also criticizing the company's handling of the situation. One comment said, "Thanks for posting her response. The company wants to act like their artists are pulling out last minute when they never agreed to go at all," while the other applauded Wendy for finally stepping up for herself. Similarly, Taeyeon of Girls' Generation also announced her absence from the concert, with her announcement coming in a similarly delayed fashion, revealing the company's lack of timely communication. These late announcements sparked widespread criticism of the company, with many fans calling the handling of the situation unprofessional and irresponsible. This has indeed led fans to question the company's commitment to both its artists and supporters, intensifying the backlash against SM Entertainment. Many now hope the company will improve its management practices to avoid similar issues in the future.
Yeah, it just seems like an industry-wide thing, though. I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying I don't think they would be better off anywhere else. It's kind of, we've seen every label has some bullshit going on, so it is what it is.
Guys, of course, let us know your thoughts. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Join the Discord. As always, share as much kindness as possible.